Hello children, welcome to Ali's Storytime again. Today's story is going to be a folk tale. That is a kind of story that is told over and over again by grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents for a very long time, for many years. And this folk tale was written in a book. Usually they're just told out loud, but sometimes they can be written in books. And a lady called Esphyr Slobodkina told the story. She wrote it in her words, and she also drew the pictures. She's also the illustrator. And the story comes from America. It's called Caps for Sale. A tale of a peddler. That's a person who sells things around town on the streets usually. Some monkeys and their monkey business. Caps for sale. Told and illustrated by Esphyr Slobodkina. Caps for sale. And because we're reading a book about caps, I'm wearing mine too. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Once there was a peddler who sold caps. But he was not like an ordinary peddler, carrying his wares on his back. Wares are things. He carried them on top of his head. First, he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of grey caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top a bunch of red caps. Those are his wares, his things that he's going to sell. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. It's very hard to have a lot of things on your head at once. Good. Very straight. Be very careful. As he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street, calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he, and he walked out of town slowly, so as not to upset his caps. Off he goes, out into the country. You tried balancing lots of things on your head? It's very hard. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. That's a nice place for a rest, thought he. And he sat down very slowly under the tree, and he leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the grey caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. And they were all there on top of his head. all there. So he went to sleep, and he slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. There he is. Is something missing? But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. I wonder where the other ones are. Do you have any ideas? He looked to the right of him. He looked to the left. No caps. He looked in the back of him. No caps. He looked behind the tree. No caps. Where are the caps? Then he looked up into the tree. And what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? He looked all around for the caps, to the right, to the left, behind the tree, then up. Let's have a look. On every branch sat a monkey. Look at that. On every monkey was a grey or a brown or a blue or a red cap. Wow. Those very clever monkeys. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." This made the peddler angry. So he shook both hands at them and he said, "You monkeys, you, give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both their hands back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." What did they say, girls and boys? Tss, tss, tss. That's right. Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him. And what did they say? Tss, tss, tss. By this time, the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both his feet and he shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys, what did they do? Only stamped both their feet back at him and said, "Ch, ch, ch." Do you think the peddler is ever going to get his caps back? Let's see. At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. Now, any ideas what the monkeys might do now? But then, each monkey pulled off his cap. And all the grey caps, and all the brown caps, and all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First his own check cap, then the grey caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, and the red caps on the very top. Well, how about that? He finally got all of his caps back. That was a surprise. And slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" The end. It's the end of the story, girls and boys. I hope you enjoyed it. Caps for sale. See you again next time. Bye-bye.